Alright, hello everybody. My fan's playing in the background, so yeah, it's beautiful. No, sorry, it's my AC, so let me turn it off. I'm using a different microphone this time. Well, it's not like I was using a microphone last time. Let me fix this. Why is my internet off? So it does every time. Anyways, so I've not been uploading recently, and that makes more sense. Not what? Oh yeah, it makes more sense to tell you guys that I've been doing some more schoolwork, but I really can't make an excuse when I've been telling you guys I was gonna make a video, so I am, or I was gonna upload more, and I want to talk more about I'm more of a Black Ops person. I want to talk more about a certain wonder weapon that y'all probably are very fond of. It's the ray gun, and this was originally going to be about the axe, and I forget the map. It was the last map in Cold War, which Cold War should have just had two years of support. It just should have. I mean, like, it would have been way better. But I want to talk mostly about the ray gun, and I like the ray gun a lot. It's a good weapon, but it has its ups and downs. Just like, let me see. Like, you could use the ray gun until, like, say round 30, and it comes a two shot. No, because I think on Nocturne it's on like round 20. It comes a two shot when you aim down, which makes sense. I mean, like, on you get to higher rounds, and you're gonna start using different weapons because the zombies are getting hard to kill, which makes more sense. But what I'm seeing is a bunch of people will go out of their way to reach for the ray gun, and this doesn't have to be on Nocturne Sun. This could be on, like, say, 5 or other maps, which, I mean, like, if you're trying, like, let's say Keynote or Ton, if you're trying to reach for the ray gun at Keynote or Ton, you'd have better luck getting the Thunder Gun. Because, well, no, you won't have better luck, but I'd say it would be better for you to try getting the Thunder Gun. Because if you're playing on a map with splash damage, and you're trying to get a weapon that has splash damage, the ray gun, and you don't have PhD, chances are you're not really gonna get that far, especially if you're getting hoarded by a bunch of zombies. Cause and not to tell, for some reasons, I guess if you shoot a zombie that's right next to you, and I don't know if this is on any other map, but not to tell, for me, if you shoot a zombie that's like right up in your face, hitting you with a ray gun, for some reasons it doesn't do splash damage on me, and I'm not sure if this happens to other people or not. But besides that, the ray gun is not a bad weapon, but it's also not really a good weapon. It has its cons and has its ups. And I want to talk about the bad things about it first. The splash damage is number one, and the fact that you have to reload a lot is also one. Well, when I say reload a lot, I mean, like, it takes a minute to reload. Not like an LMG. It's, yeah, definitely not like an LMG, but it's not like the Mark II. And the Mark II is really good. I mean, like, we'll talk about that later, but the Mark II is really good, but it's not the best. It's not like the Apothecary Servant. I mean, like, that's a little bit too far if you ask me. The ray gun, it also has its ups. Like, it's good. Like, whenever you need in tight situations, like when zombies are surrounding you but they're not like right up on you, you can just splash it and it'll hit the nearby zombies next to it, which also makes sense. Which that's really good because when you're in a tight situation, like I just said, you're gonna need that. But I mean, like, you could also use other guns like the Apocalypse or the Thunder Gun. But I'm trying to make the ray gun sound like it's actually reliable, which it is. Because again, if you need a strong weapon and you get the ray gun, you're not really gonna need another weapon for, like, say, for a couple of rounds. And I'm talking, like, if you're on a, like, low round. And the ray gun, it's not the worst weapon. It's not like Winter's Howl or Jet Gun, which the Jet Gun, it's not the worst weapon if you know how to use it right. And the reason why I say that is because I'm pretty sure a bunch of people, they probably got the jet gun. They were like, "Oh my god, let's try this gun out," and then it breaks immediately. And they're like, "Why is it breaking?" And they don't know it's because, well, you need a knife and then keep using. Because I watched a person's video doing it, but it's the fact that the ray gun, it's really good, and people doubt on it, and people are like, "This gun is really bad," and people don't really like it that much. Which I can see why people don't like it a lot, because it's like really overrated. And also, it's a gun that people will go for immediately, especially if you're a new beginning player. You'll try getting the ray gun immediately. You'll be like, okay, guys, I'm about to hit the box for the ray gun. And then, like, when you go down, you kind of look a little silly with the ray gun. But, I mean, like, it doesn't. It's like. It's like. It's not a bad weapon, per se, for it to use. Because, I mean, like, again, when you need it, you need it. And when it comes in clutch, it comes in clutch. But, again, it's not the best weapon, which I can get from other people saying. Because when you say it's like not the best weapon, I see that, and I can see why you think it's not the best weapon, which makes sense to me. Because again, I don't really certainly go for the ray gun on certain maps. On knocked, I go for the ray gun. I'm not trying to get that. Not trying to get that, and I hope I'm not offending people, but I'm not trying to get that booty flamethrower. And the flamethrower, I use it a lot, and I probably am not using it right, but I always keep like downing with it, and especially because I'm not a high rounder, which makes it like I don't use the flamethrower at all that much. And I be seeing people going high rounds on knocked and using the flamethrower, which do you, I guess. I mean, like, do you? Anyway, you try getting to a high round, but I just don't like the flamethrower. It's just not really my favorite. But we're not talking about the flamethrower. We're talking about the ray gun. Now, I'm done talking about the ray gun now, and I want to talk about another weapon that I certainly don't hate, but I don't like. Well, I don't hate and I don't love a lot. Well, which is the Winter's Howl. And, well, I don't hate it a lot, more the fact because it's more of a stun weapon for you. Like, say, you're trying to get out of a, like, tight situation. Like, it does have a lot of bad things about it. Like, a lot. More bad things than good. And this is going to be a really short segment of that weapon because it's really not good. But when you use the Winter's Howl and you're in like a bad situation, you're gonna need that weapon to get you out of it. You know, it's like something you're gonna need, because let's say there's like 15 zombies surrounding you. If you use the Winter's Howl on like the surrounding zombies, they won't be able to hit you, and you can like, I don't know, like shoot your way out of like a couple of zombies and then get out of that tight situation because they're stunned. But I can see why it's not a point. Well, I don't know. I think it is a point effective weapon, but it's not like that. It's not like a really good point effective weapon. It's not. It's like the thunder gun kind of. But you know, it's not the best weapon to use, and I can see that, especially on the Pentagon Thief. Well, no, it's not the worst weapon to use in Pentagon Thief, but the ray gun takes like a couple of shots and he's done. But the Winter's Howl, I say, in my opinion, I do not like it, and I do not hate it. Because, again, when you need it, but it can sometimes come in clutch. I mean, like, they don't, I'm like, you're not going to know how long the zombie's going to be stunned for. I mean, like, they might be stunned for, like, a second, they might be stunned for, like, 5 seconds, who knows. But, like, the Winter's Howl, it's not great with damage either. It's really not. And I'm kind of happy they got the ice staff instead of the Winter's Howl, because I don't think making an ice gun is better. I think it's bad. That's why I think on Ancient Evil they were like, let's make an acid version of the Winter's Howl, because on Ancient Evil, at least it's better. At least it's better. But that's really all I have to say for now. Next video I'm probably gonna be talking about a couple of other different guns. Or I might be just making a normal video about video games. But yeah, I wanted to talk mostly about these guns, these two guns in particular, because they do get a lot of hate and they do get a lot of love, which most of it is not really, they really shouldn't get most of it, because they shouldn't get a lot of hate and a lot of love, because people should try them a lot. Like, they should really try them to see how they are, because, that's just what I think. But yeah, y'all have a nice day, alright, and sweet dreams.